Waduh, kok nggak live ya? Sabar, sabar. Lah, kok nggak bisa? Oh, ini. Cek 1 2 3 cek halo. Nah, kayaknya udah lengkap sih, pas. Kita bagikan dulu. Connected. Oke, jadi kita sudah klaim ini. Sekarang kita kelarin quest story Kamisato Ayato, guys. Terima quest. Okay. Tunas baru dari cabang lama, guys. Di bagian Inazuma juga ya. Sini aja deh. Bagian Inazuma tunas baru, langsung saja OTW, guys. Ada.
Those two look familiar.
Langsung tap aja deh, Cok.
Ah, it's Ippei and Shinojo. Guess they must be good friends, huh?
Okay.
Anyway, let's go say hi.
Ini karena quest story jadi ceritanya banyak ya, coy.
Hi, Ippei. Hi, Shinojo. What are you guys doing here?
Oh, it's you. Thanks so much for your help last time. I was
Okay.
just ordering some clothes when I ran into him.
Okay.
You know these two as well?
Yes, they helped me and Master Kamaji out a great deal last time. What about you? How do you know them?
Also a chance encounter. Our lady had them join us as additional
Nona.
guards
Oh,
for a
Nona ini,
goods
Nona
escort in
Ayato.
order to sneak out of Rito undetected.
So we all know each other, huh?
Not exactly. We've only just met. We both came here to order some clothes and got to chatting. Somehow we ended up on the topic of Master Kamaji and Lady Hiragi's relationship. Wait, it's okay to talk about that, right?
It's probably fine. They've known about it for a long time already.
Oh, yeah. Paimon remembers those two had a thing. In fact, that was why Chisato wanted us to deliver a letter. That's old news, though. So why has it come up now? Are they taking the next step or something?
We have reason to suspect that they'll be getting married soon.
Mereka akan segera menikah. Itu siapa menikah, Cok?
Great! They can finally make it
Bisa resmi jadi
official.
pasangan.
Of course, this is just personal speculation. They haven't announced anything, and we...
I was instructed to place an order for some formal wear for a big banquet. Turns
They're both preparing for a banquet at the same time. They're both purchasing the kind of fine wine and confectionery normally reserved for big festivals. It's hard not to put two and two together.
Lady Hiragi has been in high spirits recently, and I heard she's on a diet as well. Surely it's all for the wedding.
This is wonderful news!
What's
Oh,
wrong?
Nona Hiragi yang mau nikah, coy.
Oh, don't mind me. She's about to be happily married to the love of her life. I genuinely couldn't be happier for her.
Right?
Udah.
I think so too.
Yes, but we shouldn't let ourselves. Now, if they sent me out to deliver wedding invitations, that would be a different story.
Shinoju doesn't look like he's taking this very well at all.
Sorry, I just haven't slept. I'm ashamed to be so out of sorts at work. I'm not living up to my responsibilities, either to the Kanjo Commission.
Are you worried about their wedding?
Not exactly. It's just everything feels kind of up in the air until they make it official.
I get what you mean. I really do. We need this wedding to be set in stone.
What should we do? Should we just straight up ask?
I don't know. That seems a bit rude.
Siapa yang mau nikahin, Jo?
If Ayaka knows about it, that means
Kalau
it's
Ayaka
a sure
tahu sesuatu
thing.
artinya ini yang benar. Tanya ke Ayaka.
I don't think it's a good idea to
It's fine. He and Ayaka are practically
baik.
best buds.
I see.
Kalau begitu
Then,
terima kasih
thank
banyak
you.
kalau sudah tahu jawaban.
Thank you very
Let's go to the Kamisato estate.
Gas. Dandan berguguran dimulai. Let's go. Pergi ke Kamisato Estate dan temui Kamisato Ayaka. Story lagi.
This place impresses me every time I come here. It's so magnificent.
We'll just wait here.
Kami akan tunggu di
We don't want to
sini.
cause any extra
Kamu tidak
trouble
mau
for you.
merepotkan kalian.
Ayaka wouldn't mind.
Saya nggak bakal keberatan.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were inside.
Jadi kami silakan.
All right then. We won't be.
Jadi kita sendiri yang masuk, coy. Biar tidak informasinya valid ya, Sya. Apa benar ada yang mau nikah? Ini Ayaka ini. Ayaka ini sok gak ganti. Kita pakai banner aja.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy
Siapa
in
sih
one
ini, Jo,
move.
namanya?
Amazing.
Hood, Toma.
Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us. Huh?
Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh, that voice. Toma, would that happen to be the
Wah,
traveler?
ini Kamisato Ayato.
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day.
Abangnya nih, Jo.
I am head of the Kamisato clan and Yashiro commissioner, Kamisato Ayato.
Keren, coy.
Greetings, both.
Kalau apa kabar kalian berdua? Sudah
I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf.
Akhirnya aku punya
Finally,
kesempatan untuk
I have the chance to express my proof.
Oke.
Ayaka is out today.
Hari ini Ayaka sedang keluar.
If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to.
Oh, hi. Your flattering words flatter us.
Why on earth are you talking like that?
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with. Look, as soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved. There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring
Paimon
just
langsung
now.
tanya saja.
Alright, now that that's over, Paimon's just gonna ask the question. We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are
Kujo
gonna
Kamaji
get
ini
married
bakal
soon.
menikah.
Do you know anything about that?
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet. I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself. The head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. This is big news for the whole of Inazuma. Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us, too.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the Almighty
Intinya ada
Shogun
yang
to
mau
the
menikah, guys ya.
Makes
Gak
sense.
masuk akal, ada 2 orang yang saling
True
menyayangi
lovers
itu.
becoming husband and wife.
Jadi suami istri benar berita
It is.
membalikan. Oke. Benar, meskipun
High-profile
pernikahan antara dua
matrimonial
commission
links
cukup
between
jarang
two
terjadi,
commissions are
tapi kalau mereka
extremely
saling
rare.
mencintai seperti yang tradisi
These
harus
two truly love
memberi
each other.
kebebasan untuk menikah.
All right then.
Bebas.
I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
Udah.
No need.
Tidak perlu kali ini
I'll
biar
visit
aku
them
sendiri.
Huh?
Oke.
But you have
pasti
other.
benar.
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the
Menikah,
Hiragi
sudah
clan.
sepantasnya kalian Kamisato
The
menikah.
Kamisato clan must demonstrate an
klan
appropriate
lain
level of
mau
respect.
nikahan, coy.
The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under the soup, but she is presently occupied with other matters.
Kebetulan
And I
aku
happen to
terasa
have a little
ini
time to spare.
kesempatan bagus bagiku untuk mengunjungi
This
mereka
will be a
berdua.
good... Oh, and would you two care to
Kalian
join
berdua
me?
bersedia ikut bersamaku?
I presume you two have a special connection with the individuals in question,
Atau kalian
or you would not be quite so interested.
Ya,
This
langsung
being
saja
the
kita mau
case, why
mengunjungi
not come and
orang yang
offer
mau
your
menikah,
best wishes
gitu.
too?
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. Super. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although, wait. Does that
Buat
mean we
mereka.
helped make
Tidak
this
langsung
wedding
kita yang
happen?
membuat mereka menikah. Memang jangan terlalu tinggi menilai ketulusan kita. Cinta yang ditolak oleh takdir anja.
Alright then.
Oke.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the futile pursuit known as small
Kalau
talk.
kalian ikut, kita tidak
Wait,
perlu basa-basi. Oke.
you're the Yashiro commissioner, but you can't do small
Tidak bisa
talk?
basa-basi. Basa-basi itu merepotkan.
Small talk
Di
is a
dunia ini
chore.
pasti ada orang yang suka
Of course, there are some people in the world. Toma, I'm heading out with my two guests now.
Dan kedua
I'll
tamu ini
leave
aku
the
serahkan
residence.
urusannya. Oke.
Not a problem. Take care, my lord.
Yes, kita kemana nih cuy? Anjir, bajunya Ayaka cuy. Kemana nih cuy?
Off we go.
Na, 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 na. Oh, dapat info, langsung kabari.
Ah, you're finally.
Kaget.
Ah, Yashiro Commissioner.
Who are these two?
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introduction.
Kamu perkenalkan mereka pada Ayato, lalu menjelaskan situasi sekarang pada mereka.
So it's true.
Jadi benar nikah.
Well, there we have it.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you, so I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an...
Don't worry, sir.
Kami janji.
We give
kami
you
tidak
our
akan sembarang
word.
bicara.
That puts my mind
Kalau
at
begitu
ease.
aku bisa tenang sekarang kembali
Now,
ke topik.
on
Kami
the
sedang
topic.
mengunjungi klan Koujo.
We'd like to pay a visit to the
Apakah
Kujo
kalian sengaja
clan.
di sana?
Of course not. I'd be
I guess
Kalau
this
begitu
is
saya
where
permisi dulu, oke?
Aw, cheer up.
I'll try. Thank you.
Dia sedih. Kita ke klan Koujo sekarang. Inazuma City.
Adventure time.
Adventure time. Masuk lagi. Oh, ini dia mau nikah nih.
All right then.
Kalau begitu saya
Please
permisi dulu.
excuse me.
Silakan kalian pada.
I'll leave you to.
Oke.
Okay. Thanks, Ibai. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant...
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official business at all. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, it seemed only right that I should come and offer the...
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Oh iya, mereka juga
There, we came to congratulate you as well.
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryo Commission have... I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task. so I can live.
You're far too modest. The
Anak
public
nangis
thinks
kalau
very
orang
highly of
kebaikan
you.
Anda. Mereka bilang Anda
They say
kalah.
your hard work.
I'm flattered, but
Kebanyakan
I
coy,
wouldn't have achieved
kebanyakan
anything
berbicara.
without the support of my people. Thanks to them,
Semua
everything is
perlahan
gradually
stabil.
stabilizing. And I finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Nice.
Come on now. You're embarrassing me. Pardon me,
Mereka ini nikah karena surat.
It's perfectly all right. Please continue.
Saya cukup tertarik
I'm
untuk-
quite content. It's a joyous
Ini
occasion.
berarti-
Lighthearted is exactly how
Memang
things
siapa
should
yang
be.
mempercayakan dengan wajah datar?
Really.
You're right.
Ya, no.
But I am curious to know, what's
Bagaimana
your
pendapat
honest
Anda hal
opinion
ini?
on the whole
Apakah hal
thing?
ini terlalu tiba-tiba?
Of course
Tentu saja
not.
tidak.
Where there is true
Di mana
love,
cinta
nothing
sejati,
should be
maka tidak
allowed to
boleh ada
stand
yang
in its way.
menghalangi.
No doubt people will offer
Tidak
you
mengulang
a
lagi,
colorful
orang
variety
akan
of
memberikan
opinions.
berbagai macam pendapat.
But of course,
Indeed I am.
Benar.
so please be
Jadi
confident.
tolong untuk lebih percaya diri.
When your mind is made up, you ought not be worried about. Nevertheless, there is just one
Tapi
small
saya sendiri masih
aspect of
dekat
this
dengan
that
beberapa
Please,
hal.
go ahead.
you've been working hard
Anda
to
sudah
bring the
berusaha untuk
Tenryo
memperbaiki
Commission in
bagian
line.
dalam Tenryo Commission,
This is
dan
positive,
ini hal-
and no
hal
doubt the
yang
beginning of
bagus.
important change. But on the other
Tapi
side of
sisi
this
lain,
equation,
Ayano
Lady
Hiragi-
Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke,
masih di
is
penjara.
still in
Oh,
prison.
aduh.
If you choose now, of
Kalau
all
menemukan
moments, to announce a
pernikahan di antara
marriage
klan
between the
Hiragi
Hiragi and
seperti
Kujo
itu,
clans,
takutnya akan muncul rumor buruk di
the kinds
publik,
of rumors
dan
that
jika
may
dalam
begin to
Tenryo
spread
Commission,
both among the
dan
general
ini
public
pastinya tidak
and
akan
in the
menguntungkan
Kanjo
kedua belah
Commission.
pihak.
Yeah,
Benar juga ya.
couldn't have put it better myself,
Kalau
Sir
misalnya Kamisato memang
Kamisato.
hebat, saya memang
This has
sudah
been my
cukup lama
biggest
dibungkus
concern for
oleh hal
quite.
ini.
Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with
Ayahnya masih di
Chisato.
penjara, guys.
In the past, we've always had to communicate in secret by sending letters. So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts
Yeah,
like the
that's
sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible. Oh,
Aduh.
I can see where you're coming
Saya
from,
paham perasaan Anda, tapi
but you're
Anda
only
hanya
postponing the
penunda masalah
problem,
saja.
not solving
Untuk
it.
menyelesaikan cepat atau lambat Anda harus
You will
menghadapinya,
still
oke?
have.
Yes.
Oh ya, saya paham.
I'm well aware of
Walaupun
that.
dengan semua hal terjadi,
But since
saya
Chisato had the courage to
keberanian
ask me
untuk
to marry
meminta
her in
aku
spite of
menikahi dirinya.
everything,
Bagaimana
how can I
mungkin saya
disappoint her?
mengecewakannya? Jadi dia melamarmu, sekarang
Well,
cewek yang
sort
melamar, ya
of.
kurang lain
She
begitu.
raised the idea in a letter, and
Dia
after
mengemukakan
some
gagasan
initial
itu dalam
hesitation,
surat. Ya,
I
walaupun
went to
awalnya
meet her and
banyak
have a
keraguan di
serious
hatiku,
conversation
aku
about our
pergi
future.
menemuinya dan akhirnya bicara
It's
serius.
funny, actually,
Sebenarnya
because when I
lucu juga sih,
formally
karena
proposed to
Alina-
her in person, she
aku
denied
melamar
having ever
secara
written that
resmi,
letter.
Dia menyangkal pernah menulis surat itu.
So
Mungkin
coy.
dia malu.
huh? Really?
She didn't say.
Dia bilang
She
apa-apa.
just
Dia malah
acted
terlihat
confused
bingung,
by the
tapi
whole
dia
thing.
benar berkomitmen
She really
hal
committed
itu.
to
Aku
it.
tidak akan.
Oh.
Udah, oke.
Anyway, as her
Karena
boyfriend, I
sebagai
knew she was just
pacarnya,
pretending.
aku
So I
tahu dia
played
cuma
along
pura-pura,
and
jadi
said,
aku bilang,
I
aku
was
cuma
only
bercanda
joking
saja
about
tentang
the
surat
letter.
itu. Dan
And I
demikian aku
proposed.
langsung melamar.
After making some disgruntled noises about
Dia
me
komen,
making a
buat apa
stupid
kamu
joke, she
membuat lelucon
blushed and
bodoh
said
macam
yes.
itu? Lalu
We
kemudian
spent that
lamarannya
afternoon
sampai
working
berisiko
through all the
malu,
details
kamu
of the wedding.
menghabiskan sore itu untuk
Okay.
mengurus. Aduh,
So you
kejutan.
discussed it and decided on a date.
We
Oke,
did.
tanggalnya berapa ya sudah?
I
Sebagai
guess
kesempatan kami untuk
It
menunjukkan
was a
komitmen.
chance to finally
Yang
express.
jelas.
And you know what?
Dan menurutku ini
I
memang
think
sudah
it was
waktunya.
about time.
Oh,
No matter
sekarang.
what happens
Apapun yang
next,
terjadi
I
kelak,
will
aku akan
always
selalu
be there for her
ada
as the
untukmu
one
sebagai
person she can always
sebagai
rely
orang
on.
tempat dia bisa
Oh,
bersandar.
give me a break. Sorry, but
Siapa
I've
yang selalu
been
kamu
wanting
nanti
to say
harus
this the
bilang
whole
begitu.
time.
Apologies, my
Minta maaf
friends.
pada kalian
And also to
berdua
Sir
dan juga Tuan
Kamisato.
Kamisato. Aku
You
pasti
must
terlihat
sound
seperti
like a
orang
Far
bodoh.
from it.
Ah,
On the
tidak,
contrary,
saya
seeing you so
melakukan.
no surer evidence could there be of your true feelings and your commitment. If I had any reservations before, I certainly don't now. I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Udah kan pernikahan yang sangat baik. Oke.
Even if it's kind of
Walaupun kamu
irritating
sekarang yang
to
agak
see you all
sombong, kan
smug
sedikit
like
menyegarkan
this,
sih, tapi
it's
tetap
still
saja
a
hal ini
happy
membahagiakan.
occasion.
Semoga lancar
Good
terus
luck on
sampai
the
hari
day, and
pernikahannya
have a
dan
happy
semoga
wedding.
bahagia.
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We have some other
Kayak
business
bisa
to
diurusan
attend to
lain.
now.
Very well. I'll see you out.
Oke. Begitu ya cuy. Konfirmasi langsung stop gas.
He seems busy.
Dia kayaknya
That
sibuk,
must
mungkin
be
semua
true for
karena
anyone
yang
about
mau
to
menikah
get
begitu
married,
ya,
right?
tapi kesibukan ini
It's happy
menyenangkan.
kind of busy.
You're right.
Benar.
Kujo
Kamaji
Kamaji is on
terlihat
cloud
begitu
nine. What do you
bahagia.
think, traveler?
Dia memang kelihatan senang, tapi aku suka dengan hal lainnya.
He chalked it up to her
Dia
being coy,
menganggap
but
suatu pemalu, tapi
that doesn't
tidak
sound
terdengar
like the
serius.
Hiragi Chisato. It bothers me also.
Aku curiga, tapi saya
But
akan mencoba
unfortunately,
cerita kepada
attempting to seek the truth.
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across
Kalau
stuff
saya
like this
melakukan
on
hal
our
seperti yang
adventures,
kami
we
kan
always
selalu
find a way to
mencari
get
untuk
to the bottom of
menyelesaikannya.
it.
I see.
Iya,
So
jadi
that's how
begitu,
adventurers,
betul-betul.
in my opinion, We face two obstacles in this case.
Dengan dua hal maksudnya.
Firstly,
Pertama, informasi
we have
yang
very
kita
little
punya
information to
sedikit.
go on,
Kita harus hati-hati,
and I
sehingga
must
hal
be
ini
cautious
jadi
about
sulit
taking a
untuk diselidiki.
stance.
Oke.
Secondly,
Kedua,
and more
Ini
importantly,
yang lebih penting,
the person
orang yang
involved
terlibat juga tidak
doesn't
begitu
seem to
peduli soal
care.
iya, cuy.
If we
Makanya
intervene
mungkin-
without his
jadi
blessing,
ketika campur tanpa persetujuan
good
mereka, niat
intentions
baik
may
mungkin
lead
malah
to
akan berubah
catastrophic
menjadi bencana.
results.
You do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem worried at all.
Everything in the world is intertwined.
Ini saling berkaitan.
What looks like a simple
Hasil yang terlihat
outcome is
sederhana
often the
seringkali
result
ada
of
hasil
multiple
dari
conflating
berbagai
reasons.
alasan.
Seeking the full truth would
Mencari
be a long and
kebenaran adalah
laborious
hal yang
process.
panjang dan melelahkan. Itu tidak
It would
bisa
be inefficient. Sort of.
Kurang lebih begitu.
I
Terkadang
have to
aku
take this
harus
approach,
mengambil
or the
langkah
work of the Yashiro
seperti
Commissioner
ini.
would never be done.
Satu pekerjaan sebagai
My
komisaris.
opinion is something like this.
Oke.
When something's strange, if the outcome is
Jika hasilnya
positive
positif dan
and no
tidak
one
ada yang
was
tertipu
deceived
atau
or harmed
dirugikan
in the
dalam prosesnya,
process,
maka itu dapat
then
diterima.
it is acceptable. We don't know yet.
Kita belum tahu lagi.
After
Lagi
all,
pula,
we don't
kita
know what
tidak
Hiragi
tahu apa yang
Chisato's
di
thoughts
pikiran
are, do we?
Hiragi Chisato. Iya.
I have to say, I'm impressed
Aku
by your
katakan
ability to
bahwa aku
zero in
terkesan
on the
dengan
issue from such a
kemampuan.
short meeting. Most insightful of you.
Kamu juga teliti dan
You are
bijaksana
thorough
seperti yang
and
sudah
thoughtful,
pernah dijelaskan
just
oleh
as my
adikku.
sister did.
Huh? But
Tapi Chisato
Chisato
dan kamu
and
sudah bicara soal
Kamaji
itu.
Only if we are to take Kujo Kamaji at his
Dan
word.
jika ingin percaya
But there
pada
are two
perkataan-
sides to every story. I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Huh. Makes sense, but Paimon still doesn't quite get it.
Don't worry about it.
Aku yang
I was
berencana
planning to
untuk
visit the
mengunjungi
Hiragi
Paimon
clan
dan
to
berusaha.
deliver my
Ayo
best
kita
wishes
selesaikan.
anyway. If she's as committed as
Jika dia
Kujo
memang
Kamaji,
berkomitmen seperti
perhaps
Kujo
they can
Kamaji,
navigate the
mungkin
challenges
mereka
ahead
bisa menghadapi semua
successfully.
tantangan di depan dengan baik. Tapi
But-
jika tidak,
well,
ya hidup memang tidak selalu
life
berjalan
isn't
mulus.
always a smooth journey.
Jelas lu. Orang yang nikah, kita yang sibuk, cuy. Cepat. Pergi ke kediaman kalian.
There is still much to
Ada
prepare
banyak
for the
hal.
wedding.
Oh, mereka udah siap-siap, coy.
Should we also invite some prominent
Bisnis
business
terkemuka yang
leaders
saling
who frequently...
berberitahu. Setidaknya kita harus
At
mengirim
the
undangan
very
pada
least,
mereka.
I agree.
Aku setuju. Apa kabar, Komisaris?
Hello there, Yashiro Commissioner.
What do we owe the
Ada
honor
tujuan
on
apa
this
Anda datang
fine day?
kemari?
As it happens,
Seperti yang
I'm
saya
here
lihat,
regarding
saya
the
ingin
same wedding
melaporkan
I believe I
Anda
heard you
diskusikan.
discussing just
Anda
now.
mau ke satu
I come
urusan.
bearing the... Would Lady Hiragi happen to
Apakah
be
Anda
available
ada
at this
waktu
moment?
sekarang?
All ladies entertaining
Kami
guests
sedang
right now,
tamu-tamu dan kami
and
juga tidak
we're not
yakin
entirely
sampai
sure
kapan.
how...
But please,
Tapi
do come
sekarang
in.
masuk ke dalam. Kami
We
akan
will arrange
menyediakan
some
teh dan
tea and
cemilan.
snacks for you and your...
Hey, Paimon is not in attendance.
Pelai.
You misunderstand.
Sama-sama.
These two are dear friends.
You're too kind.
We don't wish to
Kami tidak
impose.
bermaksud mengganggu.
We'll just
Kami
wander
kebetulan
around in the
saja
general area.
sedang berada di sekitar sini.
Apologies for the
Maka kami
interruption
mengganggu
while
saat
you're
kalian
busy
sedang
with
sibuk dengan
preparations.
berbagai persiapan. Tolong
Please,
beritahu kami
let us know
begitu
once
mengapa.
Nonsense, Commissioner.
Tidak mengganggu
No
sama sekali.
imposition at
Pernikahan
all.
ini adalah hal yang
This
membahagiakan.
wedding is a
Dan semua
joyful
klaim lain
occasion,
yang terkait dengan
and all the
kalian
other
Hiragi
clans who
justru turut
serve the...
sedang.
We're merely doing the best we can to
Kami
make this
melakukan
wedding as
terbaik
grand
untuk
and a
membuat
fair
pernikahan
as
ini
possible.
menjadi semegah mungkin.
When the time comes,
Saat
we'll
waktunya
invite
tiba,
everyone
kami
in
akan
the
mengundang
clan and
semua
even the
orang
general
klan,
public to
bahkan
attend.
publik pun dapat hadir.
That sounds splendid.
Kedengaran luar biasa.
We'll leave you to
Kami
it.
serahkan pada.
Take care, Commissioner.
Oke.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Our timing was not ideal,
Waktunya
but
kurang ideal,
never
tapi
mind.
apa, aku lihat
I
kita-
spotted a
kita
stall on our way
semua
over
kios
where
di
we
jalan
can
tadi.
pass the
Kita bisa
time.
buang waktu saja. Oh, kita nongkrong.
The owner always manages to come
Oh,
up
yeah,
with novel...
Oh, it's
Ah, itu Tomoki.
Ah, it's you.
Nah, ternyata kalian
Good to
ya.
see you again. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner...
Yep, we tried his dango milk a while back with the almighty Shogun in Inazuma City.
Ah, I see. So you were involved in that. I'd caught wind of this dango
Kamu
milk,
tentang Dango milk
but I
ini,
didn't know
tapi
that
aku
it had
tidak tahu.
anything to do with you two. I always order one of his creative
Muncul
drinks
kris-kris
whenever I
terbaru
pass the
saat
stall.
lihat kedai, rasanya selalu
Flavor.
baru
When
dan
I
menarik.
noticed he'd set up shop in Rito,
Saat aku tahu dia
I
bukan
simply
kedai
had to
di
come by.
Rito, aku merasa harus datang.
Thanks
Terima
to
kasih,
you all,
berkat kalian bisnis
my
akhirnya
business
mulai
is
maju,
finally
semakin
beginning
banyak
to
orang
take
yang mau
off.
berkreasi.
It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to
Oke,
stick to
ceritanya
creative cuisine.
terlalu-
On the one hand, wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creation, so I gave it a
Setelah
lot of
berpikir
thought.
lama, akhirnya memutuskan
Fine.
Sounds interesting.
terdengar menarik kalian.
What is it?
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, as well as dango.
Do they really all go well with milk? Hard to imagine, but
Tapi siapa tahu
who
mungkin bakal
knows?
jadi
What
enak.
if I were to choose some ingredients
Pilih
you don't
bahan yang
have
tidak ada
here?
di sini, apa
Would,
boleh? Ya, aku rasa begitu.
well,
Setiap ide
I
baru
guess
yang
so.
Anda miliki, komisaris, jangan
Any
ragu
novel
untuk
ideas you
memberitahu
have,
saya.
Commissioner,
Saya akan segera
please
membeli
feel
bahan
free to tell
banyak.
me. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely.
Oke.
So of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
Excellent.
Ada beberapa
There
yang
are a few
aku coba.
lavender melon, seagrass, and sea ganoderma.
What?
Kamu campur semut
You
sama
wanna
susu?
mix?
I do
Ya,
indeed.
kenapa? Ada yang salah?
You really think that's gonna?
It's all about the
Sebagai
experience.
pengalaman
The
rasa
taste
itu
is
orang nomor
secondary.
2, mencoba
It's
baru
great
itu
to
hal
try new
bagus.
things. Traveler, any thoughts?
Apa kamu ada ide? Lavender melon.
Sounds like a risky
Harus
choice.
beresiko, kamu yakin
Are
orang
you
preman
sure?
pilih yang sama?
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
No problem. Give me a
Jadi
second,
masalah
I'll have them ready.
kamu siapkan. Oke. Sebab saat kalian akhirnya siap. Grafik
Here,
apa
your
ini?
milk is ready. Give it a try.
Siap.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected. Raw lavender melon does not
Yeah,
taste good.
I think it tastes all right.
Aku rasa
It
lumayan,
makes me
karena
feel in
seperti kembali
touch
ke
with
alam.
Mother Nature.
Your review seemed pretty
Ulasan darimu sepertinya
positive,
bagus, tapi
but
apa yang merasa
Paimon
kayaknya
still
masih ada
thinks they're a
kombinasi yang
better
lebih bagus.
combination.
Taste is your key concern,
Fokus
yes?
rasa.
Obviously,
Makanan
tasty
minuman
food and
enak
drinks
adalah
are
harapan
some of
dalam hidup.
Well said.
Mau bagus juga jika
If I could say the same was true, yes. No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing, having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to focus.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else?
One or two things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere else.
Oke.
I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wet. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not the truth.
What do you mean?
Maksudnya?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future, but they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent. I imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, the more I think back over that conversation, keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shumatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
Merely doing my duty, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the...
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
Kita ketemu. Oh, ini dia coy. Ini yang mau menikah.
Hi, nice to
Cakep
see
kah?
you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How have you...
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone you must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the...
But of course, the Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
Thank you for your kind words.
Lah kok
This was not an easy decision to make. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us together.
Sounds like things are
Waalaikumsalam,
pretty
Bang.
tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. To be honest,
Bang,
I'm
suaraku
still
kedengaran
a
nggak,
little
Bang?
nervous about it all. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. Well, there are so many things I need to consider. In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's officers, Shinojo.
Oh, really? Him?
Agak kedengeran. Ah,
He
kekecilan
charged in
kah?
all of a sudden
Cek 1
and
2
said
3
that
lo.
he had something very important to tell me.
Loh,
He
kok
didn't mince his
namanya
words.
beda lagi, Cok?
Basically, he doesn't want me
Tanpa
to marry
nama, tanpa
Kamaji.
nama ini jaringan apa gimana sih? Alvino. Oke, guys.
He has always been a calm and contained person
Kita
who
lagi
never acts
nyelesain
out of
misi
line.
Kamisato, cuy.
I was quite
Ini ada
shocked to
nikahan.
see him so
Udah.
agitated.
Oke.
But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time for this wedding to happen. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away.
It's just two families
Keluarga, jadi
becoming
semua
one
keluarga
big
besar ya kan?
family,
Yang
though,
masalahnya
right?
Traditionally, in Inazuma,
Tradisional di Inazuma,
clan
persatuan klan
affiliation
mempengaruhi
influences
berbagai
every
aspek
facet of
hidup.
life.
Puas.
After the wedding,
Setelah pernikahan,
Lady
Nona Hiragi
Hiragi
akan
will
menjadi
belong to
anggota
the
klan
Kujo
Kojo.
clan.
Sikap
The Kanjo
Kojo Commission
Commission's
terhadap
attitude
Anda
toward you
setelahnya
may undergo
mungkin
some
akan ada
significant
beberapa
changes
perubahan yang
thereafter.
signifikan.
Precisely.
Tepat, ini yang tak enak untuk dikatakan, tapi aku jadi mulai berpikir
This
lagi.
is a terrible
Mungkin
thing
aku
to
terlalu
be
mudah
saying,
setuju.
but
Mungkin akulah yang membiarkan diriku
I'm
sendiri
starting
terdorong
to
dalam
have
hal ini.
second thought.
Mereka mau
I'm
nikah
so
aja
sorry.
ribet, cuy.
I can't believe I'm making my guests listen.
no problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you
Dan
as
membantu
best I
mengetahui
can.
pemikiranmu tentang
For
hal ini.
instance, now,
Sekarang kan
we
bisa
heard
dengar
from Sir
dari Tuan
Kujo
Kojo
that his
bahwa keputusan
decision to
untuk
tie the
menikah
knot was
didorong oleh
prompted by
surat
a
yang
letter he
diterima
received from you.
dari Anda.
But
Tapi
we've
kami juga
also
dengar
heard
kalau
that you
kamu
did
tidak
not
menulis
write
surat
that
itu.
letter.
Tuan Kojo pikir
Sir
kamu
Kujo
cuma
thought that
malu-malu,
perhaps
ya
you were just
ampun.
being coy.
Apa mungkin aku lebih
Oh,
baik tidak
dear.
mengatakannya?
What? But
Pokoknya
that
cuma
was...
bagian dari lamaran. Karena surat itu
It
jelas
was
dibuat
just a
untuk
prop in his
tujuan
playful
tertentu.
proposal,
Dengan
wasn't it?
semua huruf yang mewah dan
It was
lainnya.
clear...
Fancy lettering, you
Surat dengan
say.
huruf yang indah.
So I am to understand that had it not
Yang
been
saya
for this
tangkap bahwa
letter,
jika bukan
you
karena
two
surat
may
ini,
not have
kalian
chosen this
berdua
moment to
mungkin
be
tidak
wed.
memilih saat ini untuk menikah.
When it comes down
Jika
to
Anda bilang
it...
begitu, iya saya rasa begitu.
Yes,
Apa menurut
I
Anda surat
think
itu ada yang
so.
salah? Abang udah selesaikan misi Furina belum?
Do you
Belum,
mean to
cuy.
say that this letter is not what I thought it to be?
Di misi
Sir
Fontaine
Kujo
belum aku
maintains
selesaiin
that the
sama
letter
sekali.
was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then... How did...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance. Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
Jadi siapa ini yang mau ngajak
I
nikah?
understand.
Saya mengerti, seperti yang Anda
As you
katakan,
say,
apalagi asal-usul surat itu
ultimately,
tidaklah
the origin...
penting.
But my position
Tapi mengenai
does
posisi saya itu adalah
matter.
penting. Kamaji dan saya berpikir bahwa kami tidak perlu khawatir tentang apapun yang ada di
Kamaji and
depan.
I thought that we
Karena
needn't
kami
worry
dapat
about
menghadapi
anything that lies
semuanya.
ahead.
Betul.
But now...
Tapi sekarang saya pikir seperti ini saya harus berpikir lagi.
Marriage is the most important decision
Pernikahan
of
adalah
your life.
keputusan paling penting dalam hidup
Don't let
ini.
yourself
Jangan
regret
sampai
it.
menyesal di kemudian hari.
It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's
Selain
job
itu
to
memang
help
sudah
people through
diwajibkan
difficult
saya untuk
times.
membantu melewati
I
masa
say
sulit.
this as an advocate for you
Saya bicara demi
personally
kebaikan Anda.
and for the Hiragi clan. Please, to be together with the one you
Bisa
love
bersatu
is
orang
a
yang
sacred
terkasih adalah
thing.
suatu kebahagiaan yang suci. Saya
It
mendoakan
is
dari
my
lubuk
earnest
hati
wish
yang terdalam
that both of you
agar
may
Anda berdua
enjoy a
dapat menikmati
bright
masa
and beautiful
depan
future,
dengan cara
not
dan
a
penuh
bittersweet
harapan,
one.
bukan yang suram
I'll
penuh
take
pahit.
to heart every word you have said to me. I can't thank you enough, Sir Kamisato. I'll think very carefully about your advice.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait. Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need. Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
Orang yang ingin cutscene sama cerita Riros. Apa maksudnya? Orang yang ingin cutscene sama cerita Riros di game Genshin Impact Solution. Riros apaan cuy? Mereka mau nikah tapi ribet banget ya cuy. Siapakah yang mau menikah? Ini endingnya jadi nikah nggak nih cuy? Wah, pemandangannya mantap nih.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji. Ayato, why did you
Kenapa
give her
kamu malah
such
kasih dia
vague
saran yang abu-abu
suggestions?
gitu? Kenapa
Couldn't you
enggak
just
bilang
have
saja
told
kalau
her
kamu
what
di
you
posisi
do
dia
in
kamu
her
bakal
position?
lakuin apa?
Because Paimon's
Paimon
pretty sure you have
yakin
an
kamu
idea.
tahu harus apa.
I've said everything I can given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commissions domestic, the more I think about it.
Anjir, ini beneran
stranger this
dari
all
tadi belum
seems.
main-main, Cok.
But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it.
Tidak
We
boleh
must
nggak?
be...
Oke.
Strange. In what?
Someone wants
Ada
Hiragi
yang ingin
Chisato to
agar
be
Hiragi
married
Chisato
as soon
dikat-
as possible. And if my guess
ada
is
yang
right,
ingin agar Hiragi
is
tindakan
someone from
secepatnya dan
within the
kalau
Kanjo
tebakanku
Commission.
orang itu dalam Kojo Commission.
this person is
Mungkin ada juga
presumably
yang
also
menulis surat
responsible
misterius
for
dan
the
menyesatkan itu.
mysterious and misleading
Ini
letter.
misinya tentang apa nih,
Think
Bang?
about this.
Ini misinya yang aku
lonely
tahu ya.
officer is
Jadi
greatly
ada dengar
worried about
kabar
Hiragi
antara dua
Chisato's
klan mau
future,
nikah, cewek
while
sama
the heads of
cowok.
the supporting clans
Nah, jadi si
ostensibly have no
Kamisato
concern
ini
at all.
dia kan ketua klan juga nih,
It doesn't
klan
add
lain
up.
kan. Mau ucapin
When
selamat,
someone's words and actions
tapi
do not
setelah
match, you
datang
need
ke
to
kedua
infer
belah
their
pihak,
intentions from
dia
their
rasa ada
behavior.
yang aneh coy.
Yes,
Jadi dia mau
It's a
pastiin
smart
bener kan
strategy.
nih nikahannya nih.
far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa clan. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it
Tidak ada
was,
konsekuensi apa-apa.
there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have
Kamu
explained it
udah
away
niat
as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking. But if the letter
Tapi
were to
jika
achieve
berhasil,
its goal, as it has so
pelakunya akan
far,
berhasil.
the perpetrator would
Melemahkan klan
successfully
Hiragi tanpa
weaken the
perlu
Hiragi
berusaha
clan
payah
without
dan-
ever having to lift a finger. With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo
akal sih,
clan
tapi
and the head of
semua
the
baru
Hiragi
teori
clan in
saja.
prison. Actually, we have evidence.
Bukti itu bernama
His name
Shinoju.
is-
Shinojo?
Shinoju.
Hmm.
Dia akan segera
Should
kembali.
Yes, sir.
Menunggu perintah Tuan Besar. Dia sudah 2 kali. Oh, ini
time you've done
tangan
that.
kanannya
I
Kamisato.
cannot deal with
Ayato.
this.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is
Iya, yang
Shinojo.
bersangkut bernama Shinoju.
As I expected.
Sedugaan.
They cannot afford to let this
Kesempatan tidak mungkin
opportunity
mereka
pass them
lewatkan.
by.
Mereka harus cepat selagi
They
klan
have
Hiragi
to
sedang
act
lemah.
now. Hiragi Chisato had
Ayato
been
berhasil
persuaded by
dibujuk
Kujo
oleh klan
Kamaji,
Kamaji dan
and
pernikahan
the wedding
mereka
was
akan
sure
segera
to go
langsungkan.
ahead.
Langsungkan.
But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo,
Saudaraku, di mata
she began to
mereka,
have
si
second
pengalih ini
thoughts.
mengganggu rencana.
But why did they
Tapi
suspect
kenapa mereka
him
curiga
and
sama
not us?
dia, bukannya sama kita?
Someone was
Ada yang
eavesdropping on our conversation
mencuri
with
dengar
Chisato the
ketika
entire time.
kita bicara dengan Kamisato tadi.
That's
Itu
why I was
kenapa
a
aku
little
menjawab
reserved.
perkataan. Oh iya,
No way.
betul.
Lucky Paimon did. But Chisato got what you meant about the letter, though, right?
Pembicaraannya nggak bahasa
think
Jepang.
so.
Ada sih bahasa
But
Jepang,
whoever is
Bang.
behind
Cuma aku
this
belum
will not
download.
allow that
Enakan
plan
bahasa
to
Jepang
fail
kah?
now.
Kalau
They will
enakan
not be
bahasa Jepang
inclined
nanti
to
aku
respect
ganti.
Hiragi Chisato's own wishes. Her stance was so
Dia orang yang
passive
sangat
that she was easily
pasif sehingga
manipulated,
mudah sekali dimanfaatkan.
treated like a pawn, with
Dia
even her
cuma
marriage
dianggap
becoming a
budak.
battleground for political power
Sampai-sampai
play.
pernikahannya saja
Despite
dijadikan
all
ajang.
of this,
Walah.
she still believed that a happy future
Terlepas
was
semua ini,
awaiting
dia
her.
masih percaya kalau ada masa
When
depan
she
penuh.
formally marries into
Begitu
the
dia resmi
Kujo
menjadi
clan,
menantu klan
she will
Koju,
lose
dia
her
akan
title
kehilangan
as
haknya
daughter
sebagai
of the
putri klan
Hiragi
Hiragi.
clan, her
Posisi
position
di
in the
Klan
Kanjo
Commission dan
Commission,
yang paling parahnya lagi, dia akan
and
kehilangan
above all,
kebebasannya.
her independence.
Huh. Marriage is such a trap.
Mau nikah sudah kayak masuk jebakan ya kan? Kita hentikan dia, oke.
Easier said than done.
Bicara yang mudah si
The
pelaku mengendalikan
perpetrators are
semuanya
manipulating
dengan
everything
layar,
from the
menggunakan
shadows,
dan
letting unsuspecting pawns
pion-pionnya
do
untuk
their
mengerjakan
work.
semuanya tanpa ada yang tahu.
This
Mereka
is what
pintar.
makes their approach so smart. We, meanwhile, are out in the open.
Kita bergerak di tempat terbuka.
If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story and face immense public backlash.
Keren, Cok.
So what are we gonna do?
At this stage,
Tapi
if
ini
the
jika si pelaku
perpetrators
ingin
wish
terus
to
mengendalikan
maintain
situasi,
control over the
maka
situation,
mereka mau tidak
their
mau
only
harus
option is
keluar
to come
dari
out from the shadows
belakang
and bare
layar
their
dan menunjukkan
fangs.
taringnya. Aku menunggu saat
I
itu.
will wait for that. But first
Bakal
things
akan
first,
terjadi baku hantam,
we
guys.
must go and
Tapi
rescue
pertama-tama kita harus
Shinojo.
menyelamatkan Shinojo.
He has done nothing
Dia
wrong
tidak
and does
bersalah
not
dan
deserve to be
dia
punished.
tidak seharusnya dihukum. Oke.
Tell me where Shinojo is.
Dum 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 dum. Kebenarannya merupakan kebohongan. Tolong Shinojo. Kenapa dia di samping? Aduh, dia dibawa ke pesisir pantai, Lur. Mari kita tolong. Apa yang terjadi? Let me help you, guys. Wah, dia dikurung, coy.
What are you doing?
Oke, lepaskan Shinojo sekarang juga.
Stop this
Hentikan
at
sekarang.
once.
Wah.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Really? Then please, excuse me.
Dia tidak perlu sungkan lagi untuk baku hantam, guys. Oh.
Battle formation. Get them. Withdraw.
Oh, kalau tap.
Soldiers, withdraw.
Kok kembali ke Ayaka?
Blast. Let's go. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them.
Okay.
We need bait to catch the fish anyway. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first. But in all the chaos, it must have been kicked to one side.
Cari kunci lagi.
It's a tanuki? Oh,
Let's follow it and see.
Kebenaran, cari kunci, tekan. Di bawah, cari kunci yang di bawah lari Bang dan Nuki. Apa sih? Oh, ini. Di mana ini, guys? Hah? Oh, udah bisa buka. Buka. Kuncinya di mana ya, coy? Oh, ini kali ya. Hah? Bake Danuki ini apa sih, Cok? Oh, ini. Terus Terus di mana lagi dia itu? Oh ini. Nice. Coba kita matiin apinya, bisa nggak? Bisa kan?
Thank you.
Ayo.
Thank you.
Ah,
It was
ini yang
terrifying.
tadi.
They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still in. Oh, wait! You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We know about all that.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient countermeasures.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going to...
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazumas at stake. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my duty to handle these tiresome matters on her behalf.
That's true.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet.
Jangan kembali dulu,
Find
cari
somewhere
tempat aman
safe
sembunyi.
and traveler.
Pengembara Paimon, kita berangkat. Gas. Tak berapa lama setelah mereka pergi.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner. I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men.
Kemudian menyerang orang-orang.
You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret...
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could not... Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just out of nowhere. A low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most... I dare say, the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because otherwise, why would you describe it as out of nowhere?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan and the most distinguished member of the Konjo Commission. We are, and always will be, her loyal assistants. It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about loyalty and duty are our guiding principles, even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say...
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro Commission. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion. I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual...
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say. But don't be deceived.
You... I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here Far from it. In my mind, the Konjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position in the Konjo. Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
The evidence is standing right in front of me. Is it not? I have a credible... Dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented. You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your once... I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're... This is at most a Konjo Commission issue. will handle this amongst us. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission. Because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
Langsung baku hantam aja cuy.
So, that's how you view it.
Terus mengakui bahwa
Well,
Anda juga.
I have to admit, you clearly are far.
Let me be crystal clear.
Mereka
This
ini tetap
wedding is
akan
going to
dilangsungkan, tidak
happen,
bisa
and
diganggu
nothing
gugat.
is going to change. The notices have
Kami sudah
already been sent
mengumumkannya,
out.
seluruh kota Inazuma
All of
sudah
you
tahu.
know, most of the public were
Tadinya
aware that Kujo
tidak ada yang
Kamaji
tahu
and
bahwa
Hiragi
Kujo Kamaji
Chisato
menjalin
were
hubungan
courting.
dengan mereka, tapi kini
But
pasti
you
semua
can
orang
bet,
membicarakannya.
once the notices go out, that's
Begitu
it.
pengumuman itu
The wedding
tersebar,
is a
maka
sure
semua
thing,
selesai.
even if it hasn't
Pernikahan itu
happened
sama
just
saja
yet.
sudah terkesana. Bahkan berarti
I
saya
see.
salah.
So
Dari
suddenly
sekarang
we
Anda
see eye
sepikiran
to
sama
eye.
pikiran saya.
I had expected you
Saya
to at
tadinya
least
menyangka
be
lebih pintar
smarter
dari
than
orang lain,
most.
tapi ternyata saya salah.
Kamisato
Kau
Ayato.
lancang.
made your
Anda
move.
sudah bergerak, kini giliran
Now,
saya.
What do you mean?
Apa maksud?
Do you seriously
Apa Anda sungguh
think
yakin
this
kalau
marriage
pernikahan
will bring
ini
the
akan
Kanjo
menyatukan Koju
Commission
dan
and the Tenryo
Tenryo
Commission together? Isn't it at all
Bukan ada
possible
kemungkinan Koju
that the
Commission akan
Kanjo
menjadi
Commission
tersingkirkan
becomes...
sebagai akibatnya?
Goodness me.
Saya belajar banyak dari percakapan Anda
Well,
barusan.
I've learned a
Baiklah,
great
kita akhir
deal
sampai
from
sini. Saya
talking.
permisi, gas. Berangkat.
Hey! What was all that?
They had their scheme.
Mereka punya rencana,
But
tapi
fortunately,
untungnya
I was
aku juga
prepared.
siap seperti yang tadi ku bilang.
As I
Akhirnya
said,
mereka keluar dari
they ended up
berbahaya.
coming out from the Let's see how things are
Kita lihat
in
dulu
Inazuma
keadaan kota
City.
Inazuma setelah
Then,
setelah itu
I'll
aku
take you through
jelaskan
the
ke
details
sana.
of
Oke, kita balik ke kota, cek keadaan.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryo Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you think?
For sure.
Good luck to them.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no...
Dum.
But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that.
Kamu secara singkat menjelaskan situasi kamu.
I see.
Jadi ada
So
pihak yang
someone's
mengambil
trying to take
keuntungan dari
advantage of our
pernikahan
marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the
Melangsungkan
repercussions for
pernikahan ini
you are
akibatnya
likely
tidak
to
akan
be
buruk bagi
minimal.
Anda, namun kita
But
perlu
we
mempertimbangkan
must take
situasi
Lady
non
Hiragi's...
I've previously considered this
Aku
possibility.
sudah mempertimbangkan, tapi kami
But in
memang
the end,
menikah
we're
atas
getting
dasar
married
cinta
for
dan
true
aku juga
love.
sudah janji
And I've
untuk
promised her
melindungi
that.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, or to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead. I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved in the situation. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, for the sake of marrying you. Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me, but it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission.
Sebaliknya pernikahan ini
On the
malah akan
contrary,
membuat Kojo
it's
Commission
a terrible
jadi
idea that will
terkesampingkan.
mark the context for this is that
Konteksnya
they are
adalah
planning to use
mereka
this
ingin
marriage to
menjatuhkan
bring
klan
down the
Hari.
Hiragi
Dan
clan.
kunci keberhasilan
And the key
adalah
to their
pernikahan
success
ini
is
dapat
coming up against
diterima
no
dengan lancar
resistance to
tanpa
the marriage from the
prahara.
Tenryou Commission.
Oke.
But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission. The only reason you have
Dan
been
satu-satunya
hesitant to
alasan
act
kenapa
since taking
belum
over the
bertindak
Tenryou
semenjak
Commission
menjabat sebagai
is
komisaris
because you
adalah
care
karena
about Lady
Anda
Hiragi's
peduli
feelings.
pada perasaan
And
Nonari.
so, your
Maka
plan
jalan
is to
terbaik
liaise
bagi
with the
Anda adalah
Yashiro
mengurus
Commission
pernikahan
to
secepatnya
marry
ke
her and
ya.
bring her out of the
Dan bawa
Kanjo
calon istri
Commission
Anda
as
keluar
soon
dari
as possible.
Kenjo Commission cepat.
Once that is achieved,
Salah satu-satunya
as the
menarik.
person in charge of the
Kan?
Tenryou
Dari
Commission,
lagi yang dapat membuat
you no longer
dapat
have
membuat
any
Anda
reason to
sebagai
hesitate.
Oke.
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
Kalau seperti itu maka tidak boleh dikesampingkan.
Exactly.
Tujuan kita
Our
adalah mengubah
purpose is to
posisi
change
Nonari
Lady
dari
Hiragi's
beban
position
yang
from an
tidak perlu
unnecessary
menjadi
burden
aset yang tidak
to an
perlu dilepas.
indispensable. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the
Selama
network
kita
of
sadar akan
connections
jaringan
behind the
hubungan
scenes
yang ada di
really
balik
looks,
semuanya, mereka
they'll
akan
do their utmost to stop this
berusaha
wedding from
mati-matian supaya
happening.
pernikahan ini tidak
Then,
terlaksana.
we simply
Setelah itu
leave them to
biar
clear
mereka
up the
sendiri
mess they've
membereskan
created.
masalah.
Got it.
So the network
Nah, Buk sudah kasih tahu.
connection.
We have to make sure
Kita
that
harus
the
pastikan
behind-the-scenes
kisah yang
story
terjadi
comes to
belakang
the
layar
attention of our
barusan
dear
diketahui oleh
friends
teman-teman
in
di
the Kanjo. Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier,
Matsura.
will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the
Dia
lookout
akan
for the
pasang
first
mata
sign of
lang
a
untuk
crisis.
mengawasi bila ada
In
tanda-tanda
that
bencana.
case, he
Dia
will
pasti
almost
sudah
certainly have placed
memerintahkan orang-orangnya
informants
untuk
throughout
berjaga di kota
Inazuma
Inazuma.
City.
Kita tinggal jadikan
What we
mereka
need to
sarana
do
untuk
is to
menyebarkan
use
informasi
these informants
palsu
as a
buatan
breeding
kita
ground.
tadi.
Sir Kujo, there
Ada
are
beberapa hal yang
certain
harus
things that I need you to
ditangani
attend
oleh
to
Anda sendiri.
personally.
Kamisato Ayato menjelaskan rincian rencana kepada itu. Aduh,
It's almost
membaca
time.
coy.
My ninja
Waktunya
has
sudah
located
tiba.
one of the
Ninja yang
informants.
kutus sudah menemukan
Let's go
salah
and
satu
see if
orang
he'll take the
mereka.
bait.
Saatnya melempar umpan. Ayo. Sango sedang sibuk menyelesaikan quest. Ah. Loh. Kok ini? Aduh, ada quest lain, guys. Aduh, kita lihat dulu deh apa ini. Kita selesaikan quest ini dulu ya, cuy. Anjim lah. Tes 1 2 3 lo. Cek. Halo, cek. Kecil banget. Tes halo, cek. Nah. Tes halo, cek. Harus dekat guys ya. Aduh. Emang harus dekat sih cara omongnya. Bisa dengan Sango. Aduh, Sango. Cepet Sango, misinya mau selesai nih, cowok. Oke, ini kayaknya perlu cepet-cepet aja, ndak. Ini tidak ada connect sama sekali sama ceritanya si Kamisato, jadi kita selesaikan. Udah bisa kah? Tap. Aduh, sango. Astaga. Makin jauh lagi, cuy. Oh, ini udah nih. Ini udah. Nah, udah lanjut. Perhatikan gerak-gerik mata-mata Kojuki Mission.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him.
Kita ikuti
Be
dia,
careful
hati-hati
not to
jangan sampai
get seen.
ketahuan. Oke.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
Ya, terlalu jauh.
That person is... Let's follow him.
Seems like he's noticed us. Knew he should have been quieter.
That person is... Let's follow him.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious.
The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Oh, rame, Cok.
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryo Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Hiragi Chisato. Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have her live.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us either. You'll see more Tenryo Commission members as you go further along. We're all here for the sake.
Isn't this a little excessive?
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard and wants to treat her with the utmost respect.
I understand. Sorry to disturb your work.
Mereka bisa lewat, kita bisa lewat nggak ya? Mereka bisa lewat, kita bisa lewat nggak ya?
Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're in no state to defend against a Tenryou Commission attack. I must tell Master right away.
Again.
That should do it. The seeds have been
Ini sudah kita
sown.
tabur. Dengan
In
suasana
this
seperti ini
atmosphere,
akan timbul
mounting
kecurigaan
suspicion
dalam
will
diri
nurture
Kevin.
fear among the Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always the part that...
Are they really gonna own up and apologize? Just like that?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this situation. In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of time before they give up and... This is... Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
Jadi yang terbaik, oke.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really Paimon too? Well, let's go to Rito again in
2 hari
2
lagi kita ke
days.
Rito. Oh, 2 hari lagi guys acaranya. Badai sudah berlalu, sekarang tinggal tunggu. Tinggal tunggu 2 hari berlalu gimana? Tunggu 2 hari berlalu. Oh, kita geser berarti ya. Lusa.
A blade embraces its duty.
Trigger itu oke. Kita lihat udah 2 hari berlalu guys. Udah rame nih cuy. Udah rame guys, udah ramai. Ah, bicara dengan orang-orang dari itu. Oh, bicara dengan orang-orang dari itu.
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to
Kalau
pick up
mereka mau
Lady
jemput Lady
Hiragi.
Hiragi, tapi memangnya perlu selama itu.
I heard that the Kanjo
Dengar
Commission
katanya
suddenly
Kanjo
said they don't
Commission
want
tiba-tiba
Lady
ingin
Hiragi
Hiragi
to
pergi.
leave, to be honest. I'd be
Jujur
hesitant
aku
if I were
sendiri
her.
pasti ragu
crowd this
kalau
size
ada di
comes to
posisi dia.
Rito?
Rombongan sebesar itu
Who
datang
knows
ke
what
Rito,
they could be
pasti ada
planning?
udang di balik batu.
Stay quiet. Someone might.
Right. Sorry.
Oh, kita cuma menguping ya. Kita cuma menguping. Ini udah mau hari anjir, banyak banget coy.
Hello. How may I
Bisa
help?
dibantu? Kalian lagi apa?
We arrived here 2 days
Kami
ago
tiba 2
to
hari yang
escort
lalu
Lady
untuk menjemput Nona
Hiragi
Hiragi
to
ke
Inazuma
kota
City.
Inazuma.
Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our
Karena
duties
tugas
yet,
kami belum terlaksana, maka
we
kami
decided to
tetap
stay in
dan
Rito
tinggal di
until Lady
Rabu
Hiragi
sampai
is ready
Hiragi
to come
ketemu.
with us.
Oke.
We apologize. It was
Kami
not our
bukan sengaja
intention
ingin
to stay
tinggal di
here so
sini begitu
long.
lama.
We promise our
Kami
presence here will
menjamin
not
bahwa
impact
keberadaan kami
ordinary
di tempat
people's
ini
lives.
tidak akan
We can only
mengganggu
hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues,
Kalau kondisi
who
dibiarkan terus,
knows?
bisa-bisa Tuan Koju
Sir
akan
Kujo
memberi
might give us
perintah untuk
orders to
bertindak
be
lebih
less
tegas. Jadi sudah sampai 2 hari ini Nona Hiragi nggak mau pergi cuy. Udah 2 hari Nona Hiragi nggak mau pergi.
How much longer does your
Mau
master
berapa
plan
lama
to
Tuan
hold them
mengulur
off?
waktu?
I have no
Tidak
idea.
tahu.
We're stuck in limbo
Kita
here.
makan buah si malakama.
Master's been very on
Tuan
edge
juga
these
sangat
past few
tegang beberapa
days.
hari terakhir ini.
He gets
Dia naik
irate
darah
over the
untuk urusan
smallest
sepele dan
things
jadi
and
penuh
is
curiga.
suspicious of
Aku
everything.
juga jadi kena marah terus.
I understand
Aku
that he's
paham
anxious,
sih yang dia cemaskan,
but I mean,
tapi
what
kita
can
bisa
we
tahu.
do?
Kita bisa apa?
I've
Aku
told
sudah
him
pernah bilang
before,
padanya, jangan sekali
never
mencoba
cross the
menantang
Yashiro
komisaris
Commissioner.
Yashiro.
Yeah.
Ya,
Good
saranmu
advice.
benar, orang itu
With
ya
him,
apapun
you
yang
just know that
dikerjakan,
whatever he's doing,
semuanya
a
selalu
lot of
bisa
preparation.
kena
If Lady Hiragi is
Kalau
really
lagi
taken
diambil
away,
apa yang
then what will the Tenryou
akan
Commission do?
dilakukan, lalu
And
apa
what
yang
will the
akan
Yashiro...
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in
Ayo
Rito.
kita ke Hisagi duluan guys sebelum mereka.
By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about with...
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about
Aku yakin
everything
kalian
that's
sudah
been
dengar apa
going on
dari
out
luar
there.
sana. Sebenarnya ada
Don't
apa?
worry, we
Jangan
can
takut, kami akan
explain
menjelaskan
everything.
begini ceritanya.
So, what happened was...
Kamu menjelaskan situasi pada Hiragi sambil
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly
mereka jadi
became
panik. Mereka
alarmed.
terus saja berdiskusi
They keep having
dan tidak
secretive
membiarkan aku
discussions,
bertemu dengan
and I never would
aku
have
sama
thought
sekali tidak
that
berpikir tentang hal itu. Jadi ini
this
semua rencana
was Sir
Tuan Kamisato ya.
Kamisato's plan.
Sekarang jadi masuk akal.
I'm sorry, I haven't. Maybe there's no
Mungkin
right
tidak
or
ada
wrong
yang salah
decision.
maupun benar. Mungkin semuanya
Maybe
akan lebih
everything
mudah
would be
kalau aku
easier
tidak
if
punya
I simply
pilihan.
didn't. I used to tell myself
Karena
things like
itulah yang
this
selalu
to
aku
avoid
lakukan
having to think
terus.
about it.
Supaya aku tidak terus.
But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, I didn't feel
Aku sama sekali
reassured
tidak
at
merasa
all.
tenang, yang ada malah
And
penyesalan.
I keep thinking
Aku
back
terus
to what
memikirkan
Sir
omongan Tuan
Kamisato
Kamisato.
said. I can happily
Aku bisa
accept that
terima
if
kalau pernikahan ini harus
someone was
dibatalkan
trying
karena
to
ada
take
yang
advantage of my
ada yang
marriage, but
sendiri. Tapi
that's
bukan
not
itu
the
jawaban
answer
yang ku
I'm
cari
looking
dan
for.
juga karena sekarang
And
urusan sudah
also,
sejauh ini karena sudah
now that things have
menguraikan
escalated to this
semua.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are.
Aduh, mereka datang.
You scared me for a
Dan
second.
rupanya
I thought
Anda
you'd gone
membuat saya
missing.
takut, saya kira Anda hilang.
You.
Kalian
Wait,
waktu itu
you're the
datang
ones who are
bersama
with the...
saya.
What do you think you're
Mau
doing
apa
here?
kalian? Apa kalian
Are you
mau
trying...
Calm down. They're my
Mereka ini
friends.
teman-temanku,
They're just
mereka
here to visit
tamu,
me.
datang untuk mengunjungiku.
Friends? Oh,
Yakin
Lady
sudah teman. Nona
Hiragi,
Hiragi, saya
I told
kan
you
sudah bilang
already.
berkali-kali, situasi
These
hari
are
ini sangat luar
exceptional
biasa.
circumstances.
Darurat
You
dalam segala hal,
need to
tidak
be
boleh
more... You
lengah.
are extremely important to
Karena
us.
sangat penting
And
bagi
to the
kami juga
entire...
bagi-
Who's to say they don't
Bagaimana
have a
kalau
hidden
mereka punya
agenda?
niatan lain?
Accuse
Kalau
us
mau
of
tuduh kami
trying to
penculik,
abduct
enggak usah
her,
pakai
just
bahasa
say
basi. Kalau kan hukum beda sekali dari
Don't
tempo
be
hari.
rude. You've been
Jangan
very
tidak sopan
highly
belakangan
strung
ini kamu
lately,
tegang
seeing
sekali.
everything as a
Semua hal
threat.
kamu anggap ancaman. Wah, sekarang bahkan perintah Nona saja kamu tidak mau dengar ya.
Listen to me. I know all
sudah
the ins and
duduk-
outs of everything that's happened so far.
Aku sudah tahu duduk
His
pembicaraan.
arrival
Tangan
might
temanku
well
ini
be
mungkin
your
akan
very
menjadi
last
kesempatan
chance
terakhir
to
kalian
fix
untuk
this.
memperbaiki semuanya.
The present state of affairs in
Situasi Ratu
Rito
saat ini
shows
sudah jauh
you that
melampaui
the
tahap yang
situation
bisa
has
kalian
escalated
kendalikan.
well past the point where you
Kalau
can
keadaan
hope to
seperti ini
control
terus
it.
berlanjut,
If
kita
this
tidak akan
deadlock
dapat
continues
apa-apa,
any
malah
longer,
kita yang
we will have
hilang.
this is not an order.
Kita ini bukan perintah,
All I
aku
need
hanya
you
mau
to do
kalian semua
is
jelaskan
give me an
perkara ini kepada aku
explanation
tanggung jawab.
and take responsibility for the situation.
Nah,
Understood,
saya
my
nggak
lady.
mau biar saya
I shall
diskusikan dulu
discuss
dengan
with
yang
the...
lain.
Good job, Chisato.
Wah,
You
jatuh
handled
Arsen
that
keren
one.
I
sekali.
was so nervous.
Jujur aku tadi tegang sekali,
But
tapi
I
lalu aku
thought things
berpikir,
are now so
toh semua
critical
sudah
that
di
I
ujung
should at least
tanduk,
give it a
masa masih
try.
masa
it
masih
worked
tidak mau
remarkably
mencoba
well.
dan ternyata bisa. Itu baru namanya bicara pakai otoritas.
Yes. Well, let's wait
Cuma
and
jawaban
see what
mereka
happens.
memuaskan. Tak lama kemudian Matsura datang membawa bendera putih.
We
Menyerah.
had a serious
Kami
discussion
bersama rapat
and
serius
reflected
dan
on
kami
all
sudah
the
introspeksi.
stakes. In all
Sejujurnya
honesty,
tidak ada yang bisa menanggung
no one
beban
can
situasi
handle the
ini.
weight of the
Semuanya sudah sangat
situation
risau.
here.
Dan
Everyone
kami
is beside
khawatir
themselves with
kami bisa
worry.
gila kalau ini terus berlanjut.
I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. Would you
Mau Anda beri
please give
kesempatan
us a
dengan
second
Nona?
chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Conjo
Kamu mau
Commission
ngomong
another
saja,
chance. I suppose you're right.
Anda
The only
benar.
person who
Satu-satunya
can
orang yang
change
bisa
the
mengubah
Tenryou
keputusan dari
Commission's
Komisioner
mind
atau Kamisato
will head off to the
Kami akan
Kamisato
segera
estate
bertolak ke
shortly.
kediaman Kamisato
and
dan
beseech
kami
him
akan
to help
memohon
us
dengan
with
sepenuh hati
utmost
kami agar dirinya
sincerity.
turun tangan.
Lady Hiragi,
Karena lagi
might
maukah
I
kamu
ask you
bersama
to join
kami?
us?
Anda orang yang paling penting dalam
You are
situasi
the
ini.
most most important person.
Oh, langsung. Badai sudah berlalu, pergi Kamisato. Kamisato Esther. Nggak bisa, guys. Aduh.
By the way, aren't you a
Udah
good
sampai
friend of
sini
the
coy.
Yashiro
Bukannya kamu teman
Commissioner?
baik Komisaris Yashiro?
Please put in some good words for me.
Tinggalkan markah. Ini. Nah, akhirnya dia mengaku, guys.
Yashiro, Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied. I realize I've greatly offended you with my atrocious actions.
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support so.
Jadi maukah Anda dengan segala kebijaksanaan Anda bicara dengan Tuan Kojo satu kali lagi dan
You make it sound so
Anda membuat
easy.
segala terdengar mudah.
The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your
Mempermalukan
associates
yang
ready
mulia
to
Shogun?
face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
We'll take full
kami akan
responsibility.
membuat pengumuman baru dan
We'll publish a
mengadakan
new
konferensi
notice
untuk
and hold a
menjelaskan semuanya.
conference to explain the
Kami
situation.
pasti masyarakat
We will
mengerti,
make
kami
sure
pasti
that the
masyarakat
public
mengerti bahwa
knows
ini
this was
semuanya
all a
kesalahpahaman
huge
semata.
misunderstanding. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact.
Tuan Matsura, tentu Anda sudah tahu akhirnya
Master
seperti ini.
Matsura,
Mengapa Anda melakukan?
but the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi, if we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill
edaran
will
gosip
wreak
ini
havoc on the
dan
Tri-Commission's
kabar
reputation.
burung akan menghancurkan
Try
reputasi.
keeping a pet bird.
Anda boleh
You'll
coba
see what
pelihara
I mean.
burung dan Anda mengerti maksud saya.
Songbirds who
Burung
know how
kicau
to
yang
hold a
suaranya
tune can be
merdu,
very pleasant to
namun
listen
juga
to.
mengesalkan jika
But
kicauannya
they can
tidak
also
juga
become
berhenti.
irritating. And as for the ones with
Mengenai burung
excessively
yang
long
lidahnya sangat
tongues,
panjang, burung itu sangat
well,
menjemukan
they're so
dan tidak
insufferable
bisa
that they
dipelihara sama
can't be
sekali,
kept as pets at
tapi
all.
memotong lidahnya
But it doesn't take a
agar diam
moment to
seribu
cut out
bahasa
their
tidak
tongues
perlu
and
makan waktu
silence them
lama.
for good.
Yes, I
Kapok enggak
understand.
tuh?
I've listened to your
Saya sudah mendengarkan
concerns,
keluhan
and
Anda
I'll
dan saya
talk
akan
to Sir
berbicara untuk
Kujo
Kojo.
for you.
Namun
But
saya
I
juga
can't
tidak
guarantee
janji.
that he will.
I understand.
Saya mengerti. Terima kasih bantuannya.
Thank you.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a...
Okay, then please excuse me. Thank you once again.
Jadi panjang tuh cuma karena mau nikah.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to...
Boleh tentu saja. Apa lagi nih, Cok?
Sir Kamisato,
Menurut saya
you
Anda
became
berbeda
a
sekali. Saya
completely
merasa
different person just
Anda
now.
berbicara tentang-
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will.
Saya hanya bertindak seperti
I
saat
did
bertahan
as I
di sini,
should.
Cok.
But now,
Namun sekarang izinkan
I'd
saya
like to take
melepaskan
off
topi
my
komisaris dan
commissioner hat
berbagi
and-
cerita pribadi dengan
Oh, please.
you must have heard that the
Anda tentu pernah
Kamisato
mendengar
clan
cerita
once
bahwa
went
karena
through an
Kamisato pernah
extremely
melewati fase yang
difficult
sulit.
period. My father worked
Anda bekerja
incredibly
sama
hard
dengan
to compensate for the
sangat
grave
giat
errors made
menebus
by the
kesalahan
Kamisato
pendahulu
clan
kami
long ago
dan memulihkan
and
nama baik
restore
Kamisato.
our reputation.
Kesehatannya pun terpengaruh dan akhirnya
The
beliau
work
harus
took a
pergi
toll
sebelum
on his
waktunya.
head. My mother
Ibunda
loved him
tercinta
dearly.
ayahanda dengan segenap
She
jiwanya dan
passed
pergi
soon
menyusul
after.
ayahanda tak lama kemudian.
This sudden turn of events dealt a
Peristiwa
heavy
ini
blow
membuat
to the
Yashiro
Yashiro
Commission
Commission.
terpukul di balik layar semuanya goyah.
Behind everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power.
Oke.
That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I
Namun
assure you
demikianlah
that is the
sesungguhnya orang
truth of what the
pernah
Yashiro Commission.
Oh, mereka ini coy, mereka dianggap beban sama
Back
tim.
then, I had no choice but to accept the
Yang posisi
position I
saya
was in.
sekarang.
While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted, and the Kamisato clan was able to survive the storm.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me, in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because...
That's it. The situation I'm facing now, when his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew. It is time for me.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, it might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal...
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support...
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt.
Ketika
When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your...
Yes. In fact, my recent experience suggests the same.
Belum juga kah?
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted.
Even so, anyway, it's kind of a relief.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma Well, perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence. But human desire, all I have tried to do is make sure that another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than...
There was... wait a second.
Kamu bukan mencoba untuk menghentikan pernikahan mereka dari awal, kan? Aku memang langsung berpikir bahwa ini bukan waktu yang tepat untuk itu. Namun semua yang aku katakan pada
everything I said to Hiragi
tulis apa
Chisato,
adanya.
if you choose to give up your stance
Jika
on
kamu
something
sudah sekali
once,
memilih untuk
you'll
melepaskan
be having to
pendirian
compromise
tersebut,
for the
nah
rest of
kamu
your
harus terus
life.
berkompromi dengan
I
itu.
didn't want to see her suffer because she... Now, she...
Okay then, guess we'll have to wait and...
All right. Farewell.
Halo Bang Ong. Dari mana aja Bang Ong?
Looks like everything's resolved. Masterfully done.
Suaraku nggak jelas ya guys ya.
Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very...
Didn't you like it?
Oh!
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been... It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
There you go again.
Naturally.
Wah, tamat. Serius. Hah? Begitu saja kah? Quest story hari ini. Coba kita lihat. Masih ada ini, Cok. Hah? Quest story yang bagian ini mana, Cok? Lah. Yang bagian 2. Kok di fonten sih? Ini quest story-nya siapa ya?
So this is a day in the life of the
Ya
traveler.
mungkin sampai situ aja kali ya.
I'm learning more about
Quest story. Kamisato. Lah kok nggak ada, Cok? Oke guys ya, mungkin kayaknya coba kita selesaiin ini ya. Ini beneran dari Kamisato juga kah? Coba bentar ya, kita lihat judulnya apa nih, Cok. Kamisato bagian 1. Lihat sini. Ini ada sekot pautnya enggak ya? Hah?
Okay, I'll go knock on the
Kayaknya
door.
bukan deh, nggak ada sambungannya deh nih, Cok. Oh iya, nggak ada sambungannya, coy. Bentar.
Hello. Oh,
Aduh,
is
kepencet,
that
Cok,
the
kepencet, Cok,
traveler
bentar.
in Paimon? I see. The one. So, what are you all doing here? Do you need something?
Did you just get up, Farina? It's huh? Oh, Paimon means the weather is so nice in the afternoon and the sun is so warm. Just like how you make us feel. Sleeping in late is a really smart idea.
No. I was just up late last.
This is a small.
No need to be so formal.
That's great. Given your renowned.
Oh.
Yes, but for this.
Are the traveler.
Yep, we sure are.
Camera operator. No, I'm not.
Maybe you can come up with it if he can satisfy you with
Bentar ya guys ya, aku masih bingung, Cok. Quest story yang Ayato udah selesai apa belum ya?
You sure are. Alright. How about this? We'll work with what we very good.
Kayaknya harusnya udah selesai sih.
Are you ready? I have high standards, you know. Okay. Grab the camera and I'll.
Kita keluar dulu. Oke. Kayaknya untuk quest Kamisato Ayatonya sudah selesai guys ya. Secara umum itu ada yang mau nikah coy. Tapi nikahnya dibuat-buat karena ada beberapa pihak yang mengambil keuntungan sih. Cuman sekarang udah aman kayaknya. Cuman hasil akhirnya itu udah agak beres. Kelanjutannya belum tahu cuy. Harusnya ada bagian 2 sih di sini. Apa sih? Harusnya ada bagian 2 kemarin, Cok. Kamisato mana ya? Kamisato Ayato harusnya ada di bagian sini, cuy, bagian 2. Kayaknya harusnya ada sih, oke. Oke. Nah, kita lanjut lagi untuk quest story-nya Kamisato Ayato bagian 1 udah selesai. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.